going to be back testing the NASDAQ. You just close this window. Alright. First thing I'm gonna do is look at ES and NASDAQ. I'm looking for like any SMTs. Okay. There's an SMT with that high. NQ failed to sweep that. ES did not. And that's gonna show me that in the long run, for like 4-hour highs, it looks like NASDAQ has a smaller chance of sweeping them. We are in a 4-hour gap, and we have this low. So I'm gonna just mark out this gap first thing first. And let's see. Okay, I want to see if he has swept the high. No. But we did on the 1 minute, I'm sure. Yes. Okay. Now we move to the 30-second. Okay, that was fast. And NASDAQ swept the high. Not a 5-minute high, but NASDAQ swept this 1-minute high. Did he just go higher? No. Yes, did not. Let's see. Let's see, yes, sweep it. And NASDAQ fail. Yeah, ES swept that high. ES swept it, NASDAQ did not. Okay, NASDAQ swept it. Now it just looks like he might keep going up. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can hear my little brothers in the background. Alright. NASDAQ swept that. ES didn't. Wow. Okay. I really want us to get that 30-second break to the downside. He broke. I have to see if we're at like any key level. So NASDAQ failed. ES is way lower. ES didn't sweep that high, did NASDAQ? Yes, it did. Okay. We got a 30-second break right here. We want us to form a gap and retrace into it. I do want shorts. So I'm gonna say I would enter at this gap and we already filled this 1-minute gap. I need to see it. Okay, we retraced. Let me look at the 5-minute. ES went lower. Nasdaq is higher. Hold up. ES lower. Nasdaq is higher. Nasdaq was taking out highs. ES wasn't. I'm in a pretty interesting position right now. But okay. So it looks like we are. I mean, we did technically inverse the gap right there. My thing is, do we have good reasons to go up? I mean, we just made relatively equal highs. I wouldn't enter a short, to be honest, despite us retracing, because we already ran down SMT at that. It's strong SMT, and we already showed bullish structure. I'm gonna stay patient before I say I would have taken anything. So I actually would have won if I did take that short, because I would have entered at that gap retracement, stop loss up here, take profit one right here. That would have been a 1.5. Anyway, final TP would be right here. And I would have been at break even. Okay. Yeah, final TP would have gotten hit if I did say I would have taken that short. Personally, I don't know if I would have. Yeah, because like that SMT really threw me off. I don't think I would have traded that day. Yeah. It swept that low. Nasdaq didn't. Look at market open. It just failed. Nasdaq didn't. I don't take longs the first 5 minutes. Okay, wait, we swept that high. I wasn't paying attention. I was just spamming the button. Yes, did not. Do we have any good short draws on liquidity? We have 4 hour relatively equal lows. Actually, would be taking a short here if we got the perfect setup. Let's see. Yeah, we broke. So we broke, and I'd want us to retrace here before sweeping this low. But then if ES sweeps that low before Nasdaq, I would. I mean, okay, it already did. I would still take that short though. Yeah, I would still take that short. Oh wow, wrong time frame. Okay, we got the 30-second break right here. Oh, I'm on ES too. What the hell? So I was like, this looks weird. So let's see. We failed to retrace. Didn't fail, I would be in this short. Don't want that low to be my break even. Wait, but that's the relatively equal lows. This wouldn't even be like a 1-1, would it? No, it wouldn't. Okay, I'm tripping. That would be my break even. My bad. I would be targeting this low, and I would only target that low because it's relatively equal to that low. But if we sweep that low, um, I'd be I already know in the moment I would be scared to hold after sweeping that low because that could reverse, especially with it being powerful like that. Yeah, we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I would have lost that. We edged break even. Yeah, so there was an SMT right there. Now it's still 941. And he failed. Yes, did not. Never got a clean break though. Yes, swept. NQ did not. 30-second. Nasdaq also swept it. I just remembered for the first trade I would have went break even before I got stopped out because when we got that wick candle close to my break even point and ES swept that level, making it an S&T, I would have went break even right there. And if you watch my two live streams, you would know that too. So now Nasdaq is lower. It's 1014. That's crazy. I feel like I'm just not logged in right now. So I just saw something else. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just like wasn't even paying attention to this SMT where Nasdaq swept it. ES didn't sweep it. Cause I was like, hold up, like I noticed that looking back. And then from there, SMT at these highs where Nasdaq is lower, ES swept it, and then NQ couldn't go higher. And like that's a lot of confirmation off the bat. And then we get a clean. And then we get a clean break to the downside. And we close right below that low, and we go, oh, yeah, I was in the right time frame. And then we retrace perfectly to the fair value gap we made. That would have put me in a short position right here. My 1 minute break even point would be that low right there. And so I would have been break even right there. And my first take profit would be that low, which would have won already. That's a 2.6. And I would hold down to these lows. I want to see ES because if ES sweeps those lows, yeah. So I would have been break even the first trade, and like I'm not locked in right now. And I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that Nasdaq and ES made a beautiful SMT right there. Like that's insanely beautiful. Like that's so obvious too. And I wanted shorts because of those relatively equal 4 hour lows. And if you want to go really deep into it, we retraced to a good level. Like, man, that would have been that. So that honestly should have been here. I'm gonna just round. So 2.6 divided by 2, that's 1.3. I would have had her like right there. 5.6 divided by 2, that's 2.8. Yeah, 2.8. 2.8 and 1.3. 2.8, 1.3. My brain isn't braining right now. That would have been a 1 of 4 risk reward right there in total. So yeah, I'm not locked in right now. But yeah, that's like beautiful right there. That would have been a really good trade. And like, I know it seems like I'm cherry picking, but like last week, not even last week, it was actually yesterday and the day before yesterday. I keep thinking we're on the weekend because I'm not trading for the rest of the week. Because today's a bank holiday, so I didn't trade. And if I'm up in the week on Fridays, I don't trade. But anyway, like if like it seems like I'm cherry picking, you can go watch my this whole week's videos. I took the same exact model and I trade this same exact way. Really precise. And I'm really on it when I'm actually trading. Is just right now, like I go like this. It moves a lot faster than actual time, and it's hard to pay attention. Anyways, we're gonna keep trying to stream this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I need to pee. Oh, okay. Nah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, it's too cold. I'm doing trading. Yeah, that's okay. I'm a little bit off today. That was a really beautiful SMT though, I'm not gonna lie. The way it all happened. But anyways, what I wanted to say is look at this. So you see that? My break even point. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Wrong time frame. Or was it? So this is the first trade I said I would have entered. So when we retraced into that gap to here. And this is where I meant when I said like the break even thing. So on NASDAQ, this low was essentially going to be my break even point. But if you watch my last streams, you would know that if ES sweeps my break even point before NASDAQ, I will exit, or not exit, but I'll go break even on NASDAQ. And okay, that's annoying. ES did sweep it. Now, let's say ES swept my break even point before I entered, it would invalidate my NASDAQ entry, which is exactly why I said I wouldn't have taken that trade the day before, if you look, like when I on Tuesday's day. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that. This is a beautiful trade that I would have caught if I was paying attention. But that short that I had marked out. I wish I could play music while I do this. Like it would be so much better if I could just play some like chill music. But I can't because I'm on stream and on YouTube. So I don't think I'm supposed to do that. 4 hour. Yes. Okay. Nothing really. Nothing important. Market open. Oh, I didn't even look. Like, what am I looking for today? So, like, there are really no reasons to go down. We're in a 4 hour gap, I'm sure. We're near one. I'd probably just mainly target this 4 hour gap getting filled. So I'm gonna go on the 1 minute. Lows got swept on NASDAQ and just did not sweep lows. Already looking to long. We just gotta wait till the 5 minutes go. So at 9:35. Okay. Now when a break happens, I would be willing to take a. Oh, I gotta see if that SMT held actually. It looks like it did. Let me look at the 1 minute. So yeah, Nasdaq swept hella lows. Is really dating. Yeah. And at this point, okay, I'm gonna just wait for a break to the upside and see if I would have entered it. So it looks like we just broke. Now, before I say, oh, I would enter off of a fair value gap retracement, I have to see if I were even held like certain levels. So ES is respecting the SMT. Nasdaq, I mean, it was respecting the fair value gap on ES. Nasdaq just retraced to the lowest 5-minute gap, and now it looks like we're rejecting. It looks like we're reacting. Got that 30-second break. 1 minute. You have to look at the 1 minute. I almost forgot. So, yeah. ES didn't sweep any of those lows. Wow. Nasdaq did. So, if we get a fair value gap retracement, for sweeping that high, I would enter a long. We got it. Pretty nice and clean. And that high is my break even. And first take profit is going to be this. So I wanted to. And our second take profit is going to be that fair value gap, which makes it a 3.8. And I wouldn't hold till that fair value gap gets held. I would just hold till we enter that gap. Okay, and we're at break even. I'm not gonna move that, but just so I'm not gonna like remove this stop loss thing, but like I would be at break even. I want to see if ES swept the high. ES did. Now at this point, I'm still gonna be holding. So let's see. Now Nasdaq is failing to sweep that high. So this is when I would be a little bit skeptical about staying in this trade. We just broke to the downside. Honestly, we got 30-second break to the downside after failing to sweep the high. That's not good. I would have probably taken some profits out, like in a little bit of a retracement. Maybe if we go back up to that line, I would say I took out some profits. Okay. Yeah, so I guess not. Yeah. So I would have been break even on that day, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying this because like I don't want to sound like I'm cherry picking. Like I'm saying that I would have just not taken profits because I realized that late that Nasdaq that ES swept the high. But here, I just want to see where ES was at when he swept it. 9. Wait, so let's see what Nasdaq was. So yeah, ES swept those highs when Nasdaq swept my break even. I would have taken profits. I would have taken half my profit. So I personally would have made 500, 1.6, 500 times 1.6. I don't, I'm not trying to do that math right now. I'm assuming it's like 800. No, that's 1.8. That's 600. No, 250. It's not 800. What the fuck? What am I doing? 500 times 1.6. 800 actually, yeah. So I would have made 400 on that trade and I would have got stopped at break even and called it a day. Now I would be up on the week. I wouldn't be trading Friday. Give me a bit. How do I can I pause stream? Okay, so I'm just end this stream. I'll be back though.